He was walking home from the market when a sleek, tinted car pulled up beside her. A man stepped out wearing blinking gold jewelry, his ear pierced with a small diamond stud. He had a swagger in his walk and a loud confidence about him. He introduced himself as Okwi and claimed he had just returned from Europe. Chinwe stared at him, her heart pounding. His flashy appearance and the way he threw around foreign slangs told her he was it. She thought to herself, "This year will not pass me by. All my mates are married, even the ones I am older than." Once upon a time, in a quiet town in the eastern Nigeria, lived a 35-year-old Igbo lady named Chinwe. She was beautiful, well-educated, and admired by many in her community. However, year after year, she turned down every suitor who came for her hand in marriage from January to October every year. This particular year, eligible young men, businessmen, teachers, and hard-working artisans approached her, but Chinwe would say with unwavering certainty, "My own suitor is coming from Obodo-oyinbo." Abroad, Chinwe's belief wasn't born out of her own conviction. It stemmed from a prophecy given to her mother when Chinwe was just 15 years old. A visiting prophet had told her mother that Chinwe's husband would come from Obodo-oyinbo, the land of wealth and opportunities. From that day, her mother held onto the prophecy like a divine promise. Whenever Chinwe received a suitor from the village or nearby town, her mother would whisper, "Remember what the prophet said. Don't settle for less." Chinwe grew up believing her mother's words were gospel truths. But as the years passed, her friends married happily, some struggling. Younger girls in the village also found husbands. By December of her 35th year, Chinwe, who was starting to waver, though she tried not to show it. That December, as was tradition, young Igbo men who lived abroad returned home to celebrate Christmas with their loved ones, and for many to pick life partners. The air blazed with excitement, and the village was alive with music and merriment. Chinwe believed this was her year. Every evening, she dressed in her finest attire, her face glowing with anticipation, waiting for her abroad prince. But the days passed, one by one. Her age mates and even the younger girls were whisked away to meet young men in flashy cars with accents that hinted to foreign lands. Yet, no one approached Chinwe. By the third week of October the following year, her desperation grew. Her confidence shook. Her mother's once assured voice now sounded strained. Don't worry, Nwam, your own will still come. Christmas Eve that year, it happened. Chinwe was walking home from the market when a sleek tinted car pulled up beside her. A man stepped out wearing blinking gold jewelry, his ear pierced with a small diamond stud. He had a swagger in his walk and a loud confidence about him. He introduced himself as Okwe and claimed he had just returned from Europe. Chinwe stared at him, her heart pounding. His flashy appearance and the way he threw around foreign slangs told her he was it. She thought to herself, this year will not pass me by. All my mates are married, even the ones I am older than. Okwe, sensing her eagerness, smiled and said, you're the kind of wife I've been looking for. That same evening, Okwe drove Chinwe home to meet her mother. Seeing his flashy appearance and hearing he lived abroad, welcomed him with open arms without asking many questions. She exclaimed, you are the one we have been waiting for. When are you bringing your people? Okwe smirked and replied, anytime you are ready, Mama. By the last week of December that year, the traditional wedding was done. Chinwe's mother beamed with pride as villagers gathered to see her daughter married to a man from Obodo-oyinbo. Okwe promised to take Chinwe abroad after a few months, once he had sorted out her papers. Chinwe felt victorious, but soon cracks began to show. Weeks after the wedding, Okwe stopped pretending. He rarely spoke to Chinwe and often disappeared for days. Money that was seemed to flow effortlessly dried up. Okwe sold off pieces of Chinwe's jewelry, claiming he needed funds to process his return abroad. Whispers began circulating in the village. People murmured that Okwe had been deported after being caught smuggling drugs in Europe. He was no businessman, but a hustler trying to survive by enemies. When Chinwe confronted Okwe, his temper flared. Oh, you think you're better than me? Didn't you rush me because you were desperate? Now you're stuck. The words stung like a slap. For the first time, Chinwe realized the truth. She had married a man she didn't know out of desperation and blind faith in an old prophecy. My beautiful ladies out there, I hope you're watching, you're listening. Don't become like Chinwe. Don't be desperate. Calm down. Relax. Your own will come. Months turned into years, and Chinwe's life grew harder. Okwe left her entirely, vanishing without a trace. Alone and filled with regrets, she reflected on the choices she had made. Her mother, once confident, now wept quietly, blaming herself for pushing her daughter into this. One day, Chinwe visited an older friend who had married a humble farmer years back. Friend, now content with her modest life, said to her, "Marriage is not about flashy cars or Obodo-oyinbo. It's about character, love, and partnership. If you marry for show, you will cry behind closed doors." My beautiful ladies out there, did you just hear that? If you marry for show, let them know that I am on Instagram. They need to see me on Instagram or Facebook. In fact, I'll put it live on YouTube or social media handles. They must see the kind of man that I am going with. Listen again. If you marry for show, you will cry behind closed doors. Don't be like Chinwe. Calm down. The friend hinted her, "My husband just left for France 3 months ago. One of his distant cousins who lived there came home for Christmas and decided to help him relocate abroad. My husband is now in France. One day, not too long, I'll join him with our children." My dear, relax. I know it hurts, but you see, when we make mistakes, we don't cry over it and stay on it. We move on. Now, you have to find a way to move on. Those words stayed with Chinwe. She regretted her actions when she was younger. How she turned down all the proposals from suitors who came to seek her hand in marriage, all in the name of waiting for Obodo-oyinbo husband. December that year, 2 of the suitors she turned down have now become Obodo-oyinbo babes. They came home with their wives and children for that year Christmas, celebrating with their families. Chinwe saw them in the village and she couldn't hide herself. She regretted her actions. If only I had followed my heart, I would not be here today. Look at Ikechukwu. He was just a teacher. I thought he was an ordinary teacher. I wanted Obodo-oyinbo husband. Now, Ikechukwu is now based in Obodo-oyinbo. What a pity. Look at Madu. Madu loved me then. I just threw him away because I was waiting for Obodo-oyinbo husband. Today, he lives in Obodo-oyinbo. What a life. at night, Chinwe thought to herself. She looked back. She also remembered Ikechukwu and Madu that she saw in the village during the day. What will I do? I have to pick up myself. Just like my friend said, I can't continue to cry over this. Only God knows where Okui is. He just vanished like a thin air. Oh Lord, have mercy on me. Chinwe began rebuilding her life, focusing on self-growth, her business, and her happiness. Years later, Chinwe shared a story with younger women in the village. She told them, "Don't let desperation or prophecies blind you. Prophecies are good, but they don't have to happen in our own way. If the prophecy is real and for you, don't try to paint how it must happen. Like I thought my husband must come from Obodo-oyinbo. If I had married one of those suitors, when they were coming for me, maybe by now, I would have been in Obodo-oyinbo." Look beyond appearances. A good man is a good man, whether he lives here in the village, or he lives in town, or lives abroad. Choose wisely. Her mother, now older and wiser, joined her, telling other mothers to be wise even with prophecies. Be careful with prophecies. Let's stop going up and down, looking for a prophet that will tell us about our daughters. Let's trust God for them. Also, let's be careful with the advice we give to our daughters. Let them marry for love and not for the glittering things of life. Not all that glitters is good. Let's stop pressurizing them. Chinwe's story became a cautionary tale in the village. Young women learn to value character over flashy appearances. The mothers are not left out. The mothers stopped forcing their daughters to chase unrealistic dreams. In the end, Chidinma found peace not in a man from Obodo-oyinbo, but in her own strength, wisdom, and resilience. To my young ladies out there, be wise, be yourself, build yourself, be sensitive, so that when the right man shows up, you will not miss him. Note, a good name is better than silver and gold. Christmas is here again. If it has not happened before Christmas for you, don't be in a hurry. Another Christmas is coming, 2025. Before then, the right person may have shown up for you. But while you are waiting, don't be desperate. Christmas comes, Christmas goes. One day, it will be your turn, and that Christmas will come for you, and you would rejoice. Mothers, prophecies fade, wisdom endures. Guide your daughters to choose character over fleeting appearance. It must happen for you. See, Christmas is coming. Oh, let's change the language. Let's encourage our young girls, our young ladies to keep themselves, build themselves, be industrious, get busy. One day, the right man will find them. Thank you for watching my story. This is to say Merry Christmas all the way from Nigeria, from African Tales by Ewa. I love you all. I wish you all the best in this season and beyond. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, and share with your loved ones. This is the season that we should not forget to share, as sharing is the center of Christmas. This year, don't forget to share with somebody. Share this video with your loved ones. I appreciate your time spent on my channel. I do not take your support for granted until I come your way again with another interesting and educating story. Bye for now.